is January 21st, 2026. We got some clouds out there this morning. 30% chance of some showers rolling in here a little later on today. 50% chance of rain on Thursday, high 52. Friday, a 30% chance of rain, high 50. The weather forecast has changed dramatically.
Dramatically.
From yesterday to today.
Give us a dramatic reading of it.
The Birmingham metro area.
I do declare.
We had on our radar and in the forecast, the model showing a really good chance of ice accumulations across the Birmingham metro area.
Accumulation.
From yesterday to this morning, my friend, there is good news. All of that has kind of moved north of the Birmingham metro area.
We have done what Minneapolis couldn't. We got rid of the ice.
It looks like it's even out of Jefferson County. It's even creeping a little further north as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
So tomorrow we'll have a definitive picture as to what we're looking at. But a lot of this stuff, we're still going to get the rain, and that's fine. We didn't want the ice, and it looks as if we're going to get our wish, and that it's kind of moving. Maybe it'll end up all in Tennessee.
Uh-huh.
Hate it for you, Tennessee.
No, I don't care.
You can have the snow and the ice.
Absolutely.
Oh, we don't want any of that
It's
in
all
Alabama.
yours.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it.
Some of the snow would be okay. We can even deal with that, but we hear about, ice
Steve
and
is
accumulations of ice. Just
shaking his
forget
head.
it.
Steve's like,
No.
no.
Don't
Snow
want
is a
any of it.
four-letter word.
That's not true.
And if
But-
I never see snow again for the rest of my life, it'll be too soon.
If we have to deal with one or the other, the lesser of the two evils would be the snow.
I don't mind the snow every once in a while. Once every couple of years is okay.
Yeah.
But we got it last year. It kept me from going to a friend's funeral, which was kind of upsetting to me. But, it happened. There's nothing you can do about it. And, if we don't get it this year, that'd be great. And then maybe we get a little bit next year. I'm okay with that. Because every once in a while, you want to throw a little white stuff our way, we'll be okay. But for the most part, yeah, I can do without. I can do without.
Well, and again, we've got listeners that have texted us that they've gone out. They went out and bought hundreds of dollars worth of heating, different things, different elements to be able to keep
You're very
themselves
prepared.
warm and their houses warm because,
Good for you.
maybe if you had lost power, what would you have done?
Mm-hmm.
So,
Do you remember after the 93 snowstorm, everybody ran out and bought four-wheel drive vehicles? I
it
must
was a
have
big
known
seller.
5 people who bought four-wheel drive vehicles. And I said,
Did
what's
you ever
really
use it
funny is
again?
this is not going to happen again anytime soon. And sure enough, 4 or 5 years later, they're like, why am I driving this thing? It gets terrible gas mileage. It's big. It's heavy. Like, why am I don't know. And they trade it in and they go get a two-wheel drive vehicle. It's like, well, great. The next storm that hits, you're not going to have the four-wheel drive vehicle and you're just going to have to deal with it again. But you bought that for a reason because you panicked.
Well, and the other thing that will sell whenever you have an ice storm is generators. Like, if you want to buy a whole house generator, knock yourself out. But my gosh, is that expensive? But like a Generac that'll run certain things off of your house.
Sure.
Those are big sellers after we get an ice storm. People go, I'm never going to go through that again. Then it's 10 years before you ever really need it again.
I'm lucky. My neck of the woods, I've lived there for 5+ years now. I have lost power twice.
That's pretty good.
Once for 4 hours
Mm-hmm.
and once for like an hour and a half. And
Yeah.
that's it.
That's nice.
So, yeah, I'm fine, even in the snow
I
and
had
the ice.
I
it
had a
was fine.
Generac in one house and paid the money because small tornado came through and kind of tore up. Trees were gone, and it was like a week to 10 days without any power.
Mhm.
And once you've been through that, you're like, that was enough to make me drop some dough down and buy a Generac and get some things hooked up.
That happened to me in Highland Park, too.
Ugh,
I was
it was just
without power for
no
a
air
week.
conditioning, and it was
No AC.
95 degrees,
yep.
and you have to live in the house because
The
you've got people coming to fix things.
Windows open with the breezes
Oh.
blowing through. Man, it was a rough week.
That
Rough.
can kind of change.
I
things
spent a
for
lot
you.
of time at work that week, as I recall. My ex-wife stayed right there at the house.
You left her there,
Yes.
Richard.
Along with my daughter. Look, we're talking about a woman here who would have weekly meetings with Satan discussing how to be more evil.
Excuse me.
Now, I don't know.
Literally, she did.
I don't know what she was charging him. But
Charging Satan. Whoa. There's no love lost there. That's between you and your mom, man.
yeah.
It's amazing that you and I are working together.
It really is, isn't it?
Holy golly.
Let's talk about Washington Capitals Pride Night. They had Pride Night. You have to have Pride Night, in January when you're in hockey because Pride Month is June, and you're not playing hockey in June for the most part. So, you move it to January. And Alex Ovechkin, who is the NFL's leading scorer of all time now, he surpassed Wayne Gretzky not long ago. Very impressive. He didn't show up, and neither did a whole bunch of other Capitals. In fact, out of the entire Capitals team, only 8 were on the ice. The rest of them were
difficult to play a game that way.
Well, no, they were. That was the ceremony
for
the Pride thing. Then they showed up, and
I thought you were talking about for the whole game.
No.
The
rest
what do you
of
do
them,
with that?
The rest of them got on the ice for the game. They were just like, we're not taking part in your stupid little Pride Night thing. Many of them, by the way, were European, which doesn't mean that they were intolerant of LGBTQ++ people. They were just like, in our country, these people just are. We don't celebrate them. We don't not celebrate them. They just are. And I'm like, isn't that the way it's supposed to be? Isn't that how it should be?
You would think at this juncture that yes.
Yeah.
That
after all
let's
this
all
time,
live peacefully and happy and
right. Steve and I are not going to the bald night
or the straight night,
the Capitals.
The heterosexual men night.
Not doing that.
They don't have that.
They should. Let's all celebrate heterosexual men, shall we?
Yeah.
Especially women. Come on. Anyway, I thought it was interesting that, only 8 of the players.
And it just seems odd for hockey, too. Yeah. I mean, these are guys that are just, pretty tough, and they beat up on each other out on the ice, and that's where we're going to focus on.
Hardly homoerotic at all.
Yeah, they're not watching Top Gun.
Kiefer Sutherland, Jack Bauer, arrested last week on suspicion of criminal threats. L.A. police say he assaulted an Uber driver. More details are now shedding further light on the incident. Law enforcement sources said 59-year-old Kiefer allegedly punched the driver multiple times and tried to choke him. Yikes, there were no injuries that required medical treatment in the incident. Sources said the Uber driver told police that he got out of the vehicle to get away from Sutherland, and that it allegedly appeared to those on scene that Sutherland was under the influence during the altercation. No. The Uber driver called 911 while allegedly running away from Sutherland. Sources further said that the driver had a dash cam type camera in his car that may have captured some of the alleged incident. Sutherland's not been charged. ABC News has been advised by the district attorney's office that the actor likely will be charged next month, shortly before a scheduled court appearance on February 2nd. Why are you beating up your Uber driver,
I don't
Kiefer?
understand. You drunk, Kiefer? What's going on there? Drugs, alcohol?
I don't
How
know.
about this? Walk home. Wherever you're going, walk home.
Yeah, exactly.
He'll be doing a lot of that probably.
Yeah, I'm guessing that Uber's going to be like, no.
I mean, you're a 59-year-old man. Grow up. What the heck?
Get yourself a driver. You got 24 money, man.
Come
on.
You've got
Probably
plenty of
not
money.
after this.
Hire your driver that will take you everywhere. Just don't beat up on him when he drives you somewhere. That's insane.
There is a height requirement now issued for Bad Bunny's Super Bowl halftime show.
A what?
Height requirement.
You have to be a certain height?
For some workers, yes.
No little people? Is that what you're saying?
Apparently, you have to be between 5'7" and 6 feet. And that is if you are going to take down and help assemble the stage, on-field assembly and disassembly of the stage. They want everyone to be able to run out there, put the thing together, and then run back off again. And maybe they
what
have
has height got to do with that?
I do not know, but if you want to watch the halftime show and
no,
see
I'm not watching it.
Me neither. I don't care enough.
I don't care anything about it.
I really don't.
Not really
Flip
worried
over
about
to-
the pregame either.
Yeah, no,
That's
no,
true.
thank you.
I can understand maybe wanting all the dancers in the background to be the same height.
Sure,
you
you're on
don't-
stage with the artist, right?
You don't want you want somebody on one side to be like 5'4" and then a guy in the middle who's 6'7". Hey, how'd Tommy Tune get here? You don't want that. You want, everybody kind of in a line. But no, this apparently has to do with the
I
takedown and
care
put
so
up.
little I will not be
Yeah, I
watching
get it. One would think that you're more worried about their ability to put the stage together quickly and take it apart quickly.
Yeah, rather than their height. Listen, however much you hate the media, not enough. Jay Leno is known for a couple of things. Number one, hosted The Tonight Show for 20 years. Didn't spend a dime of the money he made there. In fact, at one point, he was making $30 million a year, and management came and said, we have to cut your staff. Like, we're going to let half the people go. And Jay called a meeting, and he said, how many people here think I should take a pay cut my pay in half, and use it to pay you guys so that we can keep the entire crew? And everyone was like, us, we all do. And he's like, good, that's what we're going to do. So he cut his pay from $30 million a year to $15 million a year, used the other $15 million to pay the staff members that NBC was going to cut. This is a real mensch. By the way, never spent any of the money. He kept piling it back. Still hasn't spent any of it. He lived off of his stand-up comedy proceeds, which he would go do on the weekends. He would go out and tour the country and go do stand-up jobs and get paid a lot of money, pay some corporate gigs and what. The other thing he's known for is his wife is now struggling with dementia, Alzheimer's. Mavis, been married for 45 years,
Wow.
and he is taking care of her.
Yeah.
And during one press conference, somebody in the media asked him, "Hey, listen, are you going to get a girlfriend now?"
Well, that's a terrible thing to say.
He said, "I have a girlfriend. I'm married 45 years."
Oh.
The reporter says, "Yeah, but you know what I mean." He said, "No, we're kind of in this together here." It's just what a piece of work. I mean,
Really?
like I said,
Not Jay, the
no,
reporter.
however much you hate the media, it's not enough.
That's terrible.
It's not enough. What kind of person asks that? Now, if he goes and gets a girlfriend, you know who did that? I'll tell you who did that while his wife was suffering from dementia. Ted Danson. Ted Danson got a girlfriend, and he's like, she has no idea. I go visit her. I take care of her, whatever. But then I also go out with my girlfriend because we're in trans here. She's not going to be around that much longer, and she doesn't even know what's going on.
Oh.
So I'd say, like, if you wanted to do that, that's great. Don't ask the guy while he's taking care of his dementia, "Hey, you going to go get a hot chick on the side now?" What the hell's wrong with you? 918 with Dixon and Vining and Mr. Bugs, MRBUGGS.com. They know what bugs you. Bugs don't like the wet. They don't like the cold. They're going to want to be inside this weekend. Your job to keep them out. Wait, that's not your job. That's Mr. Bugs' job. They're going to come out. They're going to spray a nice barrier around your home, and then they're going to spray the inside to make sure the bugs on the inside die. That's what they do. MRBUGGS.com, whether you have them come by once a month, once every other month, once every 3 months like I do, whether you get them for just the pest control or the small rodent control and the termite bonding and the mosquito reduction, where they can bundle it all together and give you one low price, you can count on Mr. Bugs to treat you right every step of the way. Mr. Bugs now statewide at 844-MRBUGGS. I wouldn't have another pest control company. I trust Mr. Bugs. You should too. Mr. Bugs, 844-MRBUGGS. Hey, 924, Dixon inviting Talk 995, talk995.com. The sun is out now. That 20% chance of rain wouldn't come along until much later today, apparently. And it is just a slight chance, so real good chance it doesn't happen at all. 60% chance tomorrow, 90% on Friday, and it looks like we're moving just into the cold rain territory for the weekend. That's good news.
Yeah, it's excellent news. Hey, our friends at Birmingham Broker, loving that they're helping so many of our listeners. You guys know you can reach out and trust. That's a big part of it. Craig and Keith and the guys at Birmingham Broker to sell your vehicle, sell it quickly, and try to get the most value out of it. Craig understands that. He's like, look, you've got some equity in these vehicles, in these trucks, and these SUVs. You know that too. And a lot of these used cars and trucks are holding their value. So don't hand that over to a car dealer when you're buying another vehicle and trade the car or the truck in. They're going to end up taking more of your equity, and it belongs to you. You deserve to hang on to that. You bought the vehicle, so, hey, let's get it sold so you can hang on to more of the value that's in that vehicle. And Craig and Keith can do that for you. The only thing they need you to do, if you're thinking about right now selling that used vehicle, truck, SUV, sports car, whatever it is, you got to get the vehicle to them. 2224 4th Avenue South, that's where they're located. Pull up in the bay. Jump out of the vehicle. They're right there, left and right of you. Introduce yourself. Say, look, I would like to talk to you guys about selling this vehicle. All you need is about 15 minutes. And they'll take a look at the car and get all the information they need, then run the numbers, and then talk to you right then and there about the value and the price they think that they can get for you on that vehicle. Then watch them go to work. From my experience, it was 5 days. 5 days they had my car sold. I had a check in hand. And I said, I will never, ever go through this any other way than to sell my used car first through Birmingham Broker. It truly was a great experience, and these are the guys I trust and know and love. BHAMBroker.com is the website if you want to visit them. BHAMBroker.com or go to 2224 4th Avenue South.
It's Steve's turn.
So in the wake of Indiana's kind of surprise football championship from Monday, pulling itself up from the dregs of the college football universe, remember, as of 2 years ago, this was the losingest team in football bowl subdivision history. When it comes to just straight-out losses, they still are. And as it stands right now, among 136 FBS schools, their all-time winning percentage is still the 10th lowest at 424. The only Power 4 team sitting below them is the ACC's Wake Forest at 420. But Indiana's winning of the title on Monday night allows them to join some elite company, something mentioned yesterday when we talked to Molly Robinson. Indiana is now one of the few schools that can claim at least one national championship in both college basketball and college football. Talking about FBS top level, right? Who else is in the club? Well, a number of them are actually in Indiana's own conference, the Big Ten. Along with the Hoosiers, Michigan has 10 football titles to their credit, either outright or shared. They also have a basketball title to their credit back in 1989. Ohio State has won or shared 9 football titles. Their basketball team claimed the title in 1960. Michigan State's got 1 football title to its credit in 1952, 2 other titles that are split. In basketball, they have 2 titles as well, 1979 and 2000. For the 4th, it's the Maryland Terrapins, who have 1 football title way back in 1953 and 1 basketball title in 2002. And then there are the newcomers to the Big Ten. Remember, the Pac-12 is gone. UCLA shared the 1954 football title with Ohio State. They've got 11 basketball titles, their most recent one in 1995. For the ACC, they got 3 such teams. 2 of them just recently joined the conference, but we'll start with the longer-term one. Syracuse, they claimed the football title in 1953, added a basketball title in 2003. Then there's Stanford. Yeah, Stanford actually has a football title. You got to go way back to 1926 for that one when they shared it with Alabama. Then in 1942, they became the first school to actually claim both a football and a basketball title at the top level. And then there's California. They've got 3 outright or shared football titles from 1920 to 1922, added a basketball crown in 1959. Right here in our backyard, the SEC, only 2 teams can claim both championships. Florida is the more obvious one. They've got 4 football titles, the most recent one in 2013. They also have the back-to-back basketball titles in 06 and 07, and, oh, by the way, they're the defending NCAA champions, 2025 title. Then we got Arkansas. They're the other one. Their basketball title came in 1994. Their football title 3 decades later, 1964. or 3 decades earlier, I should say, in '64, shared that one in kind of a three-way battle between Alabama and Notre Dame. It all depends on who you're talking to, but yeah, it wasn't always one of those things where we could just put it all together. So welcome to the club, Indiana. Pretty elite club. You just earned your national football title, your 4 basketball national championships, 1940, 1953, 1976, which was the last undefeated NCAA basketball team. And then they did it again in 1981, their most recent in 1987. So is Indiana now officially a football school?
It's hard to imagine.
I love the fact that the very next day, ESPN was asking the question, is Indiana the next dynasty? I'm like, guys, you won one.
Yeah.
Let's give it
How about we
a
calm
couple
down,
years.
see where you go next year.
Yeah.
You know, we were asking that question about Georgia a few years ago. It's been a while since we've seen them really at the top of the heap, huh? Okay, let's everybody calm down for a second here. Clemson sort of fell on hard times, didn't they? This is, you know, all the people that we're used to seeing. Notre Dame, what the heck is going on out there? Okay.
Give it a chance.
The
And again,
times, they are a changing.
NIL and all of those things
Yep.
that's going to continue to kind of have this all in an upheaval.
I think
It's hard to know.
I'm going to get in the transfer portal as an Auburn fan.
As an Auburn fan,
Yeah. I'm gonna get in
Looking
the
for another school, baby.
Thinking
Fan
maybe
base.
Indiana. I might transfer to Indiana.
okay.
Transfer my fandom. Do I get
Just
a
don't
jersey
take any
with that? How does
classes,
that
right?
work?
Don't take
No,
any
Of course
classes.
not. I graduated long ago. 9:37 Dixon Dividing Talk 99.5 Talk and 99.5.com. Thanks, E, for hanging out with us because we are the Ginchiest.
The what?
The Ginchiest.
Mm-hmm.
We're so cool.
Look it up.
We're Cougat.
Really?
Yeah. These are what the kids are saying nowadays. These are the terms. They're saying that. They're saying 23
Thank you for bringing
skidoo.
that up. Skidoo.
Yeah.
6'7".
We're the cat's pajamas. We're all
nice.
that stuff. We really are. It's huge. Let's talk
I don't know
about
who the heck you're hanging out with.
Huh? What? Let's talk about Buc-ee's plans to open the world's largest convenience store, which you would think would be in their home state of Texas, but no.
Not going to do it.
You would be incorrect.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Pick
for
another
now.
state.
Yeah.
For now.
For now. They may
Yeah.
open a larger one in Texas at some point, but oversized travel center that's built a cult following. Buc-ee's planning to open the world's largest convenience store next year in Fort Pierce, Florida. 76,245 square feet. It feels like it might be about the size of a Walmart.
That's
Pretty
what
big.
I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Company filed revised site plans and a building permit with St. Lucie County in November following state approval in April, according to the outlet, but final approval for the project still pending. If approved, the massive convenience store will sit at Interstate 95 and Indrio Road, northwest of Fort Pierce and southwest of Vero Beach, which I've been to, and will feature 120 gas pumps and 18 electric vehicle charging stations, at any point of which 16 will not be in use. The outlet said there will also be more than 700 parking spaces. The new location will be bigger than its Lulling, Texas store, which occupies 75,593 square feet of retail space. That travel center, which officially opened in June of 24, has been its largest to date. Prior to its opening, the title belonged to the 74,000 square foot Buc-ee's in Tennessee.
You know,
I've been to that one. That one's up in Sevierville.
Yeah.
if
thing
they
is
could
just
build
huge.
a Buc-ee's anywhere along I-95 from Miami all the way to, say, Jacksonville, they would be successful. There is so much traffic up and down
Oh, yeah.
I-95 in
Oh, yeah.
Florida on the East Coast
I've been on it.
that they will do very, very well there.
So
And-
I looked up Walmart. Walmart supercenters average about 182,000 square feet.
Okay, so this is less than half that size.
Walmart neighborhood markets
Mm-hmm.
average between 38 and 40,000. So it's about twice the size
Twice
of
the
a
size
neighborhood,
of a neighborhood market. Okay.
Mm.
All right. It already has stores in St. Augustine, Daytona Beach, and Ocala, according to Sebastian Daly. Ours here, and people don't know this, or people who haven't been to any other Buc-ee's don't know, ours is almost tiny by
Really?
comparison.
Well, it seems big
The
to
one
us.
in Leeds, in comparison, it's
Yeah.
one of the smaller ones.
Yeah, I went up to the one in Madison
Mhm.
as I was driving up to Nashville a couple of years ago, and wow, I was just like, this is much, much bigger than ours. And I couldn't put my finger on what there was more of. It just seemed to be like there was more of everything. It's not like they had a whole different section of something that we didn't have. They just had more of everything there. But it was 50% again the size of ours in Leeds.
Yeah, ours is 54,000 to 55,000.
We got the tiny one.
Yeah,
It's little itty bitty tiny.
it's okay.
It's
And still
itty-
120 fueling stations, so
Yeah,
that's pretty
we
big.
do okay.
Mm-hmm.
The new Oreos for Easter are already on the shelves.
Easter Oreos.
Easter.
Seriously?
Easter comes early this
Are they
year.
flavored or are they just colored?
Oreo Easter colored cream.
Okay, so it
Okay,
tastes
it's
like a
just
regular
colors.
Oreo. They're just
I'm
colorful.
guessing.
It's going to turn your mouth weird, your tongue weird colors.
When is Easter this year? It is
The 5th of April.
5th of April. Yeah, it's a
Yep.
little on the early side. Okay. Alrighty.
Hmm.
Well, they're just getting it ready to go here. Already on the shelves. Oreo Easter colored cream, a name that's a little too on the nose. Could come in 5 designs: a chick, a rabbit, butterfly, bumblebee, and Easter bunny, and each animal sports a colorful yellow nose that stands out against the black cookie. Sounds cute, but what do they taste like? Well, they taste like Oreos.
Okay, so
Uh-huh.
they're
Yeah,
just,
all you did
it's
was
just
add
a
food
color
coloring.
thing.
Yeah,
which
you
is
just added food coloring.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
nothing wrong with that.
Oreos has a double layer of pink and yellow cream filling. At least we know they'll taste good.
Oh, yeah,
Where can you find these Easter Oreos? Exclusively at Wally World.
of course.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Oreo might be skipping a new Valentine's Day cookie. Thanks for nothing, guys. How dare you?
They're skipping over Valentine's? Why are we doing that?
Well, because they got to
You
get
make
to
'em
Easter.
pink and red.
They
Come
could.
on.
Valentine's Day is such a one-day thing, which is why February 15th is half-price candy day. Once it's over, it's over.
Yeah.
It's not a Valentine's season. Easter season, a couple of weeks beforehand,
I don't know. Some people celebrate Valentine's Day. Like they say today's Valentine's Day. Everybody's going to be at a restaurant. We'll go next weekend.
Right.
And so you're still celebrating Valentine's Day.
You're not celebrating Valentine's Day. You're just going out to eat at that
Well,
point.
yeah, but it's still, you're going out for a purpose. And
You should celebrate your love every day.
I know, Richard.
That's what I
you
say.
that. Uh-huh.
For those of us that have nobody in our lives, are sad and lonely.
Does that mean we have to buy
Terrible.
jewelry every single day of the year?
That's what I'm saying.
And flowers every single day of the year?
And candy, too.
We'll go broke.
Every single day.
Broke.
Tell me if this sounds like a deal to you.
Okay.
Wendy's $4 meal deal with classic favorites.
Well, tell us what those are, and then we'll tell you if it's a meal deal.
Wendy's $4 Biggie Bites lets customers mix and match popular items.
Careful of that.
You can select a main, like a junior cheeseburger,
Uh-huh.
a junior bacon cheeseburger, or a 4-piece nugget. Then add a second choice, such as fries, nuggets, or a small drink.
Okay, so
you don't
you get the burger
necessarily
and
get a drink.
yeah, you don't get a drink.
Well,
you don't
can
get fries.
you can get the burgers and a drink, or you get the burger and fries.
Well, you got to have a burger and fries.
But you can't.
So how much are the
Then
fries?
you can't have a drink.
So now we're at $7 if we.
So if you choose the fries, no drink. If you choose the drink, no fries.
Right.
Exactly.
And the drink or the fries cost another $3
You
or
seem
$4.
to have cracked the code there.
Yes.
Oh, man.
Good
I'm
job.
thinking not necessarily
Well,
much of a bargain.
Here's
Yeah.
the bargain.
Mhm.
Bring your drink. I guess if you've got a bottled water or
Mhm.
a Coke in the fridge,
Yeah.
throw it in the car with
That's
you.
right.
Now go get your burger and your fries.
A martini,
for $4.
whatever. You're good. You're good to go. Just
Your
bring that right in with
martini.
you.
No, don't listen to that advice. Bad advice. No drinking and driving.
So what you're suggesting is that a junior
Hey,
cheeseburger.
I'm drinking and sitting in the Wendy's eating
Yeah.
my meal, okay?
You're suggesting that a junior cheeseburger is worth $2, or a junior bacon cheeseburger is worth $2, or a 4-piece nuggets is worth $2, and fries or nuggets or a small drink are each worth $2. I don't believe it. I don't think they
No,
are.
a junior cheeseburger.
You're telling me
is-
one nugget is worth 50 cents?
No, I don't buy it. I'm not buying it. Not buying it.
Yeah.
And I mean that literally.
They're
I'm not buying
trying
it.
They're
Quite
trying
literally.
to make it sound like a deal. It's really not.
I don't think it's a very good deal.
No.
I will be going for the other deals. Other
They got-
deals, better deals.
They still have that $5 biggie bag?
I don't know if they still have that. The biggie bag that I saw last time I was there, you got the fries, the nuggets, and the drink, and then the price of it depended on what you chose. If you chose like a junior bacon cheeseburger, it was $5. If you chose a junior cheeseburger, it was $5. If you chose like a bacon burger or something like that, it was $7. So it changed depending on what your main was, which I thought was interesting. And I'd just go ahead and pop $6 and get one of the better burgers that were on the menu there. But I don't know. I haven't been there in a while. So maybe they're changing. Maybe they're altering that. I have no earthly idea.
be.
But that $4 Biggie Bites deal does not seem like a very good deal
no,
to me, I
it's
got to be
not.
honest with you.
That's not.
Now, here's something that we had discussed this as a new item at Arby's, but really didn't understand what it was. The peach cobbler roll. You
Okay.
get 2 of them. They're kind of like egg rolls. If you look at them,
They do look like an egg roll.
they have the same sort of wrap on them and the same sort of char.
Crunchy.
So it looks less
Uh-huh.
like the traditional fast food apple pie, more like an egg roll.
Right.
Yes.
Okay.
And it appears to be fried, deep fried. Whether
Yeah.
they do that on scene or whether they do that elsewhere and then they just heat them up here, I don't know. But peach cobbler rolls, the treat hit the menu right at the beginning of 2026, just in time for you to begin missing your favorite fruit pies from the holiday season. What exactly are they? Well, they're joining Arby's dessert options, crisp rolls surrounding a filling of graham crackers and stewed peachy goodness.
Oh.
The chain incorporates flavors of bourbon, vanilla, and cinnamon to make them feel like a warm, wintry treat.
Sounds pretty good.
Yeah, you can add peach cobbler rolls onto your typical order or opt to include them in a meal deal that comes with a sandwich and a couple of your favorite Arby's sides. That ain't going to be $4, I guarantee.
No, I
No.
guarantee you that.
Arby's 2-piece peach cobbler rolls are the lightest dessert on the chain's dessert menu. 350 calories if you eat them both. Treat clocks in at 40 calories less than the next lowest item, which is the cherry turnover. Peach cobbler rolls have 16 grams of fat, 46 grams of carbs, 16 grams of sugar. Those figures account for 2 rolls. If you choose to eat only one, 170 calories, 8 grams of fat, 23 grams of carbohydrates, 8 grams of sugar.
Wow.
So exactly how are they? The taste test?
Yes.
When I ordered the peach cobbler rolls, the cashier mentioned that they were very good based on the ingredients I'd seen for this little dessert. I was more than a little excited to try it. First taste revealed a stewed, sweetened, spiced, fruity bite that was very enjoyable. These certainly aren't crisp peaches. They're much softer, like the kind that have been stewing for ages in a cozy kitchen before being wrapped up. The combination of the crispy roll and the soft inside makes for an enjoyable bite that is the perfect texture. Kind of sounds like peach cobbler rolled up, right?
Yeah, it does.
Found these rolls a tad on the small side. Could imagine them rolled in a little sugar to be even better. There's already a lot of sugar in there, dude.
Yes, there
Initially, I thought I tasted apple, but that must have been the cinnamon, which was present enough to suggest apple cinnamon flavors. Still, the roll itself was truly peachy as I continued munching. So, looks like that was a yes vote. Little on the small side, but still delish. Jersey Mike's. Do you hear about Jersey Mike's fans getting upset? BlackRock apparently bought Jersey Mike's as part of an investment.
Never heard that.
I
And
hadn't heard
now,
that either.
me
I know.
neither. You
They're
would
gonna
have heard
change
about it here if we don't.
Don't change anything, BlackRock.
Well, they bought it like in late 24. So now
did
people
not
are
know
going
that.
on TikTok and showing pictures of slim Jersey Mike sandwiches with little meat in them. And they're like, you're
You're gonna
ruining my
fail.
place, man.
You're going to fail.
You're ruining my favorite place. Don't do this. This is a bad idea.
I
Well-
thought it was a bad idea for them to put Eli Manning in their commercials, but okay.
I'm
That's so true.
telling you, he's got a new agent. He's doing everything.
Mm.
They have now come up with a new hot Italian sandwich. We talked about this the other day as something that was new at, where was it? The hot Italian
Was it Sub? No, it wasn't Subway.
wasn't
Was
Subway.
it Arby's?
Arby's, yes. Arby's had a new hot Italian sandwich that they served with the au jus. Okay. So Mike's Hot Italian just hits menus, features grilled ham, salami, pepperoni, covered with melted provolone cheese. The filling is loaded into a soft bun piled high with grilled onions, lettuce, tomato, and finished with the chain signature hot chopped pepper relish. Not really a hot Italian. Gotcha. Okay. Sandwich is a twist on the original Italian, which has similar ingredients but doesn't include grilled onions or spicy relish. Okay. I'll give this a try. I like stuff hot. I'm a fan of the spice. It makes me feel alive.
Does it?
Yeah, sure. It livens up my very dull, boring
Your
life.
esophagus just gets
My
on fire.
sad-
You like that?
Pouring, boring, decrepit,
It's not
depressing
decrepit.
life.
It's not
I
depressing and
gotta have
decrepit.
it. Bring on the heat, baby.
Mm,
The more, the better.
sounds pretty good. Mike's Hot Italian.
I'll go. Give it a shot after the diet's over. 9:50 right now. The Dixon Divining question of the day coming your way next. Originally, this song was entitled "There's Only You and Me, and We Just Agree," and it turned out that
we disagree.
you know what the problem was? There was no conflict. No
That's right.
conflict.
He was married long enough to know
didn't work.
they just disagree.
Did not work. Dixon Divining, Talk 99.5, Talk995.com, Alabama Tree Pros bringing you portions of today's show. Okay, we may have dodged a bullet with this ice storm, but I do want to recommend to you that you still have Alabama Tree Pros come by and take a look at that questionable tree you have. You know, the kind that maybe in a couple of weeks we get the ice storm, and it all forms on the branches, and the branch falls off, and it lands on your car, or across your driveway, or on your house, or your neighbor's house, or your power lines. All the bad things that could happen when a tree goes bad. Taking that tree all the way down, or just removing the limb, or having it trimmed up, whatever works for you. Alabama Tree Pros does it all. They chop it up, they take it away, they can grind up the stump for you. Whatever it is you need, the price is going to be lower than the other guys. I know this because I've experienced it. Alabama Tree Pros, fast, expert, safe, everything you want, nothing you don't. From Alabama Tree Pros. 308-4158, alabamatreepros.com, 308-4158. Person after person after person has contacted me and told me, you were right about those guys. Thank you for recommending them. You've made me very happy. I recommend you go look at their ratings online, look at some of their reviews. You're going to be very impressed. alabamatreepros.com, 308-4158. Some of the text we have received. Steve from Tuscaloosa says, I went to Buc-ee's yesterday. They dismantled their changing rooms. I spoke to an employee, and they said it was due to people shoplifting. Shoplifters would put on the clothes under their clothes. I never would have thought of that. I thought it might have been some TikTok challenge like getting busy in the Buc-ee's dressing room. No, it's a TikTok challenge like steal clothes from Buc-ee's, which is great.
That's a shame. Come on, how desperate do you have to be? You're stealing Buc-ee's clothing items. Come on, people.
Tom says, do you, Richard? I've watched you guys on YouTube several times now, and I've noticed you have a ring on. Did you get married again, or just keeping your old wedding ring on all the time?
Y'all are looking too closely.
P.S. Maybe it's to remind you never to get married again. It was a gift, and that's the only finger it fits on.
Yeah.
I have other fingers.
You
It
just
does not
decided to
fit
put
on
it
a
on the-
single one of them.
Except for the ring finger.
And I really was questioning that for a while. And I went like, I'm going to, and then I thought, wait, this is great woman repellent. It's working wonderfully.
Is that what you're going
women
for?
are leaving me the hell alone. They see this and they're just like, okay, he's off limits. Beautiful.
All right.
I like it.
See what YouTube is not good for?
Jeff says, well, Rich, you don't want to be in Indiana right now. Freezing rain and wrecks everywhere. Okay. Richard the cop.
I don't want to be in Indiana either.
Yeah, really. Can Kiefer assault me? I'd love to fight him and get a settlement check, too.
Ooh.
All right, Richard
Yeah,
the
one
cop.
good punch.
We'll see if we can
Would
get
you be
him to
willing
come
to
down here and give it a try. Let's do this.
Dixon and Vining's question of the day.
Having to do with Donald Trump's 1-year anniversary of his inauguration, who do you think was the best movie or TV president? I should have put the word fictional in there.
Yeah.
Fictional president.
Yeah.
Because we get a lot of
We knew what
answers
you
that are
meant,
like
right?
John Adams, Bart Giamatti, Paul Giamatti as John Adams. I'm like, that's not what. Daniel
That's not-
Day-Lewis as Abraham Lincoln. Not what I was talking about. But anyway, what do you got, Steve?
I'm going to go back to the old Kiefer Sutherland thing in 24 with
Yep.
Dennis Haysbert as President David Palmer.
David Palmer. Love me some David Palmer. Are you in good hands? What do you have?
I put Martin Sheen, West Wing.
A lot of people love that.
I really liked
A lot
him
of
in
people love that?
Yeah, how about you?
Whichever one was the president in Independence Day. You know who it is. It was one of the.
Not Jeff.
Yeah. Yeah. How sad is it? I
I
can
can't
picture
think of
him.
the
I can't
actor's
think of
name. I
it.
can picture him,
He's
too.
the guy. I always confuse him with the other guy that has a similar name, and I'm like, I can't remember which
Yeah,
one of these
exactly.
two guys it is. But anyway, I liked him. Let's see. Terry Crews in Idiocracy. That was great. Charlton Heston was good as Andrew Jackson.
I'm
See?
sorry, it was Bill Pullman.
Bill Pullman. I always got him confused with Bill Paxton.
Bill Paxton, yeah.
Bill Pullman is the guy. Yeah, he was great. Let's see. Allstate Guy 24, very funny. Robin Williams as Teddy Roosevelt, Night at the Museum. Kevin Kline and Dave. I like
That's a
that
good one.
movie.
Kevin was good.
Henry Fonda, Failsafe, 1964. Good movie. Robin Williams, yeah. Harrison Ford in Air Force One. Get off my plane. Merkin Muffley. Peter Sellers in Dr. Strangelove or How I Learned to Stop Worrying and Love the Bomb. Very funny. Richard Nixon's head in Futurama. Morgan Freeman in Deep Impact. He was also president in London Down. London Has Fallen. Yeah.
I loved him in Deep Impact.
He
was
was
good. He did a
as
good
Jack
job.
Nicholson from When Mars Attacked.
Oh, yeah.
Uh-huh.
He was good. Samuel L. Jackson in Big Game, Martin Sheen in The West Wing, Tom Berenger as Theodore Roosevelt in 1997 TNT movie The Rough Riders, Brian Kelly as Teddy Roosevelt in The Wind of the Lion, Rex Hamilton as Abraham Lincoln on Police Squad in color, Danny Glover in 2012. Let's see. Yeah, Bill Pullman, Independence Day. Got that one. John Ritter, Great American Telethon. Love it. We're out of here. Back tomorrow. Dark and early, 6 a.m. Talking to you then. Dixon.